Coming up on this month's edition of The Now, the Run to Remember, a look into off-campus job training programs, and your monthly sports update. Good morning, Huskies, and welcome to this month's edition of The Now. From your Advanced Media Lab, I'm Beth Carlson.
And I'm Jack Tarantino.
And now, another story from the North Star.
Thanks, guys. Last Sunday, Naperville North students participated in the Run to Remember here at North in memory of Lucas Gerber. The 5K raised money for various organizations in order to spread awareness of mental health and teen programs. This event was organized by North students.
The group of student leaders organized the run to commemorate Lucas, who was a sophomore and a member of cross country when he passed 2 years ago. He would now be in his senior year and celebrating his 18th birthday. Lucas's friend and one of the event organizers, senior Jeremy Liu, explained that the run was very meaningful to Lucas's friends and family.
And our times together was some of the best times I've ever had while running. We really just wanted to do something that captured that our joy for running. It will help spread it while also spreading a good message.
The event staff chose several charities and programs to work with, including Hope for the Day, which creates outreach programs and helps with youth suicide prevention. Another is Megan Meyer Foundation, which helps prevent bullying and cyberbullying in schools. Lucas's mom, Sherry Dolis, touched on the goal of the outreach programs and speakers.
This is a good way for the school to actually address the issue, and the fact that the students are running it, I feel really proud that the kids are trying to do something that affects them directly and to make their community a better place.
The run brought together 270 community members, including several families and North students. Senior Brendan Siders explains how he believes it was beneficial for Naperville to host this event.
It really brought, a sense of community, kind of made you feel like kind of wholesome to see like everybody was so happy and was like, kind of thinking through it all. It's rejuvenating to see everyone just so happy and, as a community.
The run partnered with the community in order to reduce the stigma around mental health. And there was a record turnout this year, much larger than expected. They hope to continue Lucas's legacy with similar events in the years to come. From the North Star, this has been Harper Dede. Back to you guys.
And now for our monthly news briefs.
An early winter is already causing dangerous conditions for travelers. Recently, at O'Hare International Airport, American Eagle Flight 4125 experienced a faulty right landing gear, causing the plane to slip off the runway. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, no one was injured, and all 41 passengers disembarked safely.
On October 26th, at the Naperville Buffalo Wild Wings located on 75th Street, a party of 18 people had just come in to celebrate a birthday. According to news reports, the Vals and Rileys were asked by the host what race they were and told that a nearby customer, quote, doesn't want black people sitting near him. The party sat down anyway, but was told to move yet again by managerial staff because of this. They decided to leave the restaurant altogether. The incident made national headlines and led to a dismissal of several staff members. In response, Buffalo Wild Wings has publicly stated they institute a zero-tolerance policy for racist incidents.
Throughout the past month, California has been in a continuous cycle of wildfires, the largest of which, the Kincaid Fire, burned over 77,000 acres before eventually being contained on November 6th. In an attempt to prevent additional fires, Pacific Gas and Electric turned off the power, leaving over 3 million people without electricity. PG&E have themselves come under fire for this strategy, as the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, alleges they made this move in order to cut profit losses, not save lives.
Hosted by the College of DuPage, TCD is a program for juniors and seniors where students leave campus in order to receive specialized training in a variety of fields, such as cosmetology, welding, and EMT training. Ellie LaLiberte takes a look at this unique opportunity.
Thanks, Jack. Since 1974, the Technology Center of DuPage has been home to 21 programs and 983 students interested in vocational careers. These programs allow students to earn college credit while receiving specialized training. TCD aims to provide students with a unique learning environment, one that diverges from the traditional education path through hands-on activity.
Not all students are necessarily geared towards the college traditional route, right? And so we have to have different options for our students that can have hands-on experiences with their careers and then determine, what do I want to do?
Senior North student Sophie Aguilar thinks TCD is the perfect option for those who have a career in mind and wish to spend their days focused on it.
I recommend that students who already know what they want to do come to TCD, because instead of spending 8 periods doing something that you really aren't focused on, you can come here and focus on exactly what you want to do for half of the day.
Gonzalez recommends that North students consider the benefits and new perspectives that one can gain from TCD's distinct program and take a chance with it.
I would encourage the student to explore new horizons, right? We are so used to following what we are used to following, right? What our parents have always said, our teachers have always said, and college is amazing, but a career path is also amazing.
Although this option is relatively unknown to many North students, it is a viable career path and a unique hands-on learning experience. From the North Star, this has been Ellie La Liberté. Back to you guys.
We now go to Nick Chen with your monthly sports update.
What's up, Naperville North? It's Nick Chen back with your monthly sports update. With almost every single fall sport done and snow on the ground, looks like winter is here early. But for Naperville North hockey, they've been on the ice since September and are now preparing for their upcoming Carillon Cup. Alec Anstein has the story.
Thanks, Nick. The Naperville North hockey team has been on a roll this season with a record of 14-2, including a victory over their crosstown rival, Naperville Central. This year, the team has added 5 new players to their roster. Coach William Driscoll feels that this has encouraged a fresh mentality. The team has welcomed these new players, many of which make up Naperville North's first 2 lines and a lot of their production.
I think it's a matter of, we've actually brought in some kids that had historically not played, for North, that have seen like the developments in the program, kind of the change in how, we practice, the amount of times on the ice that we are, good players bring good players, and so they want to play. They don't want to be on a team where they have no one to pass to. And we've had all these kids that have decided that they want to play North, and it's been great.
The new players have improved the team's on-ice passing, and their speed has made the team much harder to stop. It took nearly no time for these players to get acquainted and see success on the ice. Freshman Connor DeTuris noticed this immediately.
For me, I was a freshman coming into this year, so they had the spring skates when I was in 8th grade, and those really got me into the environment. I right away got into with the seniors and the juniors, and I got to feel the bond that they have, and how high school hockey is no other hockey that you find in club.
The team environment is continued not only on the ice but through the athletes, as the team has spent more time together outside of practice, including a trip to Detroit, a day of paintball, and the time they spent together at games and practices.
These guys are tight. They're close friends. They support each other. I've been around teams before where start to have some adversity and everyone starts to turn against each other, but not these guys. They have fun on and off the ice together.
The team hopes to make a run at state this year as they currently stand atop of their conference. Their next game is tomorrow at 6:50 against Neuqua Valley at All Seasons Ice Arena, where you can see the team in action. From the North Star, this has been Alec Anstein. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Alec. In case you missed it, the girls cross country team won their 4th consecutive state title by 52 points. If that wasn't enough, last Saturday, they also won the Nike Cross Regional Midwest Championships, and in December, they head to Portland for nationals. Also on Saturday, girls swim and dive competed at sectionals. Swimmers who qualified for state this weekend are Claire Jansen, Cameron Schmidt, Amanda Ning, Cambria Swanson, Lizzie Patterson, Clara Gilvitis, Holly Wessel, Megan Simonson, and Kelly Zhao. Winter sports are here. If you're a bowling, wrestling, or basketball fan, you got plenty to look forward to next week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Nick. And that's all for this month's edition of The Now. Be sure to follow the North Star on Instagram and Twitter, and check out our website at nnhsnorthstar.com. From the North Star, this has been Jack Tarantino.
And Beth Carlson. Have a great day, Huskies, and we'll see you next month.